Here's an awesome BuildShip tutorial that walks you through how to build an Airtable AI assistant. This video is packed with great content and you should definitely watch it if you haven't. But what if you'd like to get a quick summary of this video? Or even better, what if you'd like to chat with this video in natural language using GPT? Let's dive into a quick demo. Here's a BuildShip workflow. This workflow is extracting the auto-generated subtitles from the specified YouTube video URL. After that, it's using the GPT text generator node to perform Q&A on the extracted subtitles. Let's run this workflow. We'll go to test and we'll switch to the body tab. And then here we'll send the URL of the video we want to chat with. For this, we'll be using the AI assistant on Airtable video from BuildShip. And then our message will be, what is this video about? We'll test the workflow. And after a couple of seconds, we get back a response from GPT. And it's telling us that this video is about integrating BuildShip with Airtable to create a conversational chatbot that allows users to access their data stored in Airtable in an innovative way. Great! For the remainder of this video, we'll walk you through how you can build this exact workflow in just 3 easy steps thanks to BuildShip. If you're looking for a reliable and low-code solution for building out the backend of your apps, then look no further, because BuildShip is an amazing low-code visual backend builder that you can use to create powerful and scalable backend logic, all while being able to harness the power of AI. Let's get started. Here we are in BuildShip, and our first step will be to clone the Chat with YouTube template. We'll search for Chat with YouTube, and we'll select this one. This will spin up an almost fully completed workflow for us, where we just need to do a couple of configurations, but we're going to be stepping through each of the nodes in this workflow so that you understand exactly what's going on and how you can customize this to meet your own requirements. Every workflow in BuildShip starts with a trigger, and here we're using the REST API call trigger. The path we're setting to chat with YouTube and the HTTP method we're using is set to get. Whenever you use this particular trigger and you ship your workflow, after the deployment is completed, you'll be given a publicly accessible API endpoint URL that you can use to invoke the execution of your workflow. And after that, we're using a YouTube caption extractor node. This node takes in 2 inputs. The first one is for the video URL, and the second one is for the language of the captions that we want to extract. For the purposes of this demo, we're using this node to extract the auto-generated subtitles from the YouTube URL we send in our API request. But if you're curious about what the output of this node looks like, then we can actually preview it. First, let's copy this sample video URL here. And then to preview the output of this node, we'll use BuildShip's built-in testing feature. To begin, we'll click the play icon, and the video URL will paste, and then we'll run the node. We'll expand the output, and we can see that this is an array that contains the extracted subtitles from the video we specified. And it's this text that we'll be passing to our GPT text generator node to perform Q&A on the video. But notice how our subtitles are not being returned as one unified piece of text. Instead, the text of the subtitles returned are separated by the starting timestamp. As such, before passing the subtitles to our GPT text generator node, we want to combine all the subtitle text into one. And this is the purpose of the following node in our workflow. That is the Join YouTube Captions node. This node takes in an array of captions and merges them into one. Just as before, we can easily preview the output of this node to understand what it's doing more better. To do that, we'll copy a piece of the subtitles we previously extracted. And we'll click the play icon on the Join YouTube Captions node to begin testing. For the captions, we'll expand and we'll paste the captions we just copied. And with that, we can run the node. And here's the output. And as you can see, it just joins all the text of the subtitles into a single piece of text that we can nicely then pass on to our GPT text generator node in the next step. This brings us to step 2, in which we need to configure our GPT text generator node. And that's pretty easy to do because the only thing we need to do here is select our OpenAI API key, which we already have saved as a BuildShip secret. If you don't already have your OpenAI API key saved in BuildShip, then you can easily do that by going to Secrets, Add Secret. This text generator node will use GPT to generate text based on the specified user prompt and system prompt. Let's look at the system prompt that we're using here. And here we're telling GPT to answer questions using only the captions of a YouTube video. Now let's look at the user prompt being passed here. The first thing you'll notice here is that we're passing the captions as context to GPT. The value being used here is the output of the join YouTube captions node. Next, we're specifying the question. Message here is extracted from the request body message. And with that, GPT will have the captions from the YouTube video we submitted so that we can then perform Q&A by sending our own message. In this node, you can also specify the max tokens to return, the temperature to use, and importantly, the model that you want to use. Here, we're using the latest GPT model. And finally, the last node here will return the output of the text generator node. And with that, our workflow is completed. Step 3, we're now ready to put our workflow to the test. This time for testing, we'll use a different BuildShip video, one that shows you how you can build your own AI assistant for Supabase. We'll copy the video URL, we'll go back to BuildShip, and then we'll go to test, and we'll switch to body. Here we need to specify a JSON object with 2 fields. The first one will be for the video URL, and we'll just paste the URL we just copied. And the next field will be for our message to GPT. For our message, we'll say a quick summary of this video. We'll fix this typo here. And we'll test the workflow. A few moments later, we get back a response from GPT. It's telling us that this video demonstrates how to use BuildShip's OpenAI assistant to interact with and manage a database using natural language. That is absolutely correct. Let's try asking a different question. Here we'll ask, what is the example table used in this video? Test the workflow again. The example table used in the video is the users table. That is also correct. And that's how you can set up your very own BuildShip workflow for chatting with your favorite YouTube videos. If you enjoyed the video, then drop a like, and we'd also love to hear your feedbacks in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of the amazing videos we're releasing by the week. That's all for this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, happy BuildShipping!